at least on a wall-to-wall road, in selling fuel at about 170. So although I was reaching out to a few people, asking them how much they were buying fuel, somebody sent me a message saying they bought for 185. Then during Salah, it was about 200. But the 3 out of 4 fuel stations that I observed on a wall-to-wall road were all selling at one video to the your WhatsApp message platform. And I think, 2 of them, and Owando and I think Ardova, were selling at 170, no queues. And so I'm wondering if that is going to be the agreed upon price going forward, because there seems to be a mix up here. Some in Abuja is selling for about 185. And if you think about it, moving from the depots, the trucks that move the fuel to the different parts of the country, the distances vary. So, I don't know if you can expect a uniform price anywhere, but I don't know if you've bought fuel within the last few days. I mean, when you bought, or the price that you bought at, and if anyone else is out there, if they can tell us, to share with us, the price at which they bought. But for me, I'm reporting that I bought fuel yesterday at 170. That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah, it was also sold at 170 in some filling stations around the Lekki axis yesterday. I can't name names, but yes, some of the filling stations already sold at 170 at yesterday.
Okay, so that looks like that's where we are then. So what I don't get is that 170. I don't know. Maybe this is for they are adjusting the price upward for the trucks that are moving the product from the depots to the retail centers, because I just had a meeting with some folks in the at least in that space, in that downstream space, and they're saying that put in the FX considerations, that's foreign exchange, what it costs to bring the product into the country, and you add all the costs on the templates, they said it's about 400 naira per liter. So, I don't see where the profit margins are moving by just 5 naira from 165 to 170. I don't see where when the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, when they came out and said we can't sell at 165, that we are going to sell at 185. I don't even see how 180, 185 is profitable. Maybe, I think they've been having meetings with the NNPC. Perhaps this is just a gradual move, because I don't see the profitability of 170. That's just a 5 naira move, especially when diesel is going for 780, 800. And in other countries, fuel costs, when it's deregulated, costs more than diesel. So, I mean, it's a very interesting thing that's going on right now. We'll just have to see how things work out, but anyway, if anybody else is listening, they can just let us know what they're buying fuel for. But anyways, it's 170 that I'm seeing, at least in this.
I don't even think that we're ready for full deregulation, Rotus. But yes, truly and frankly, there are a lot of messages that have come in with regards to the price. Ben says at Awolowo Road is selling at 165 naira this morning. The filling stations are cashing out in this new dispensation in my area. Stations sell for 200 naira, 180 naira, 175 naira, depending on where. Further, the meters have been tampered with, cause at one station, 28 liters couldn't fill a 25-liter jerry can. Benga Komu sent that one in. Osas says, I bought at Aja for 200 naira per liter. He names the filling station. And in Marina, he says he bought in Marina for 170 naira. David. Isaac says, on the fuel situation, all I see is inflation, inflation, inflation. The government should do something. And Hola comes in. Fuel has been selling for 200 naira, 220 naira around the Kotun for over a week. Hashtag Business Express. Azuka, petrol around Yaba is 170 naira per liter. Wale says, I bought for 170 naira yesterday afternoon in Ikeja. Yep, it's a gradual move upwards. And Eric Moore wrote 170 naira. Emeka sent that across. They named some of the filling stations, but I just had to name the locations.
Yeah, and I appreciate all our listeners. Thank you all so much for sending those in. So that so that means me, I'm late with what I just saw. Or if some are selling for, that means the price is selling for different prices across the states. So regulator clearly does not have the manpower to monitor or punish all these fuel stations. The fuel marketers have said that we can't sell at 165. So we just have to observe how things go.
Yes.
At least there's no more. At least I'm not seeing any more queues. So we just want the fuel to be available. All right.
Benga has more message on this before we move on. He says if they sell at 400 naira, how many people can afford that? Do you know that people have resorted to using the Abacha stove again because of the cost of cash and kerosene? Isn't kerosene also very expensive, like 800 naira per liter? Well, I'm just
asking. That's diesel. I'm not. I have to check. I haven't really.
I heard that kerosene sells at 800, diesel at 800 as well.
Wow.
So I heard, per liter at the filling stations. Please let us know. Send messages to us on WhatsApp. Ayodeji says at Isolo or Osolo Road, it's 190 naira. Ogenel Chuko, no uniform price for petrol. An indication of an imperfect market outside Lagos. It is more than 200 naira. Well, quickly, let's talk about the aviation sector, Rotus.
Actually, you know what? The aviation sector matter, it is so heavy that I think we should, because I talked about it the news broke in the afternoon when I was on the marketplace. There are so many, there's so many messages from the aviation. I think we should save it for tomorrow. We'll just dive into aviation tomorrow because we've only got about 4 minutes left. So let's just stick with the fuel matter. I think that realistically, you cannot have a uniform petrol price across a country. It's not, it doesn't, because you can't transport the fuel to the different states. It's going to cost more money because depending on, and this is why we have our issue with the ports, right? We only have the Apapa port, and from there you are expected to disburse fuel across other ports, right? But this is primarily where everything comes through. So you can imagine bringing in fuel from there and then having these different trucks that run on diesel at 780 to 800 naira to travel to different parts of Nigeria to deliver fuel. How possibly can you have a uniform price? So is this our new reality where people are calling from different parts of, although this is Lagos though, we're talking about one state where prices. So is this the new reality where the federal government has given in to oil marketers and is saying, okay, well, they're just going to look away because nobody's being punished. They came out and said that the price is 165. If you dare sell above 165, you will be sanctioned or shut down. In Abuja, they don't care. They're just selling openly, and it looks like that's what's happening here. So what happens going forward? At least though, if the queues are gone, because those queues are a drag on productivity. You're sitting in a queue for 3-4 hours, you have lost productivity, you could be doing something else with your time. If the queues are gone and we know we have access to the products, will Nigerians buy? So another thing, maybe we can use this last 2 minutes to ask people who have been sending in messages. Would you mind the price you're paying at now if it means that you have access to fuel? Vic, what about you?
All right. Well, I'll tell you after this message from David Taylor. It says, I think major marketers sell at the price Rotus mentioned. It is sold between 190 naira and 230 naira in Badagry. More messages, Rotus, I tell you, quite a lot of them. This one, no name. Well, let's just take it. I've been buying at 180 naira for 2 weeks now. My question is, now what happens to the 4 trillion naira budgeted for subsidy? Will these 5 naira savings in per unit price translate to any savings in subsidy? Would we see the use of this money saved by increasing the price? Accountability, engineer Risha. I think
that is a great question. That is a question and comments. Keep going. Go on.
Yes, I see more messages. Benga Komu is sending something in, but Frank has this one. It says, in terms of transport cost, I thought there is a fuel equalization fund to take care of the added cost to the upcountry. I don't mind the cost if fuel is available. That's in from Frank. The price I am buying at now is eating deep into my pocket and affecting other things. Benga sends that one in as an addition. Well, some more messages coming in, but let's see if we can take some. I hear, okay, Ogeno Chuku says kerosene price is 3,600 naira for 4 liters.
Wow.
Yeah, 3,000.
Divide that by 4, that's 800.
Yeah,
yes,
around
that's
800 naira.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we need to go. I see that more messages are coming in. I will prefer to have it available, but the surprise of seeing it at the station was my issue. Let it be available. It is affecting other things. That's a mecca.
Actually, 900. Sorry, my look at my maths is off. That 3,600 is 900 per liter. Excuse me, not 800. 900.
That means some filling stations sell at 900. Some others 800. It's not also
for kerosene. Yeah, for kerosene.
For kerosene.
Yeah.
Not also uniform. All right, we need to go. Thank you very much to everyone who sent a message across to us on WhatsApp. The messages are still coming in, but we need to wrap things up real quickly. Okay, let's see if we can squeeze in just these two. It's a dangerous reality. Gone to 3 African countries in the last 1 month. The price here is abnormally low. We have to pay more eventually. Ayodeji.
And that's why I was smart. Thank you for that message. That's why I was smuggling. That's why I was smuggling fuel to other nations. You know? Yeah.
Well, any news of the outcome of the MPC meeting? That's a message from Osas.
Osas, we'll find out today at about 2 p.m. and I'll report that in the morning. My thing is, I think they will hold the rates because they hiked the rate to 13% in May. I don't see them doing back-to-back rate hikes. They could surprise us because inflation keeps rising, but we'll find out at 2 o'clock this afternoon. I'll let you guys know in the morning.
Rotus, there was a report, that the CBN governor said they had a retreat over the weekend. Well, let's talk about it more tomorrow because of our time. Well, thank you very much for being a part of today's show. It was brought to you by Nairametrics. Follow Nairametrics on all social media platforms. Also subscribe to their premium newsletter, Stock Select Newsletter, SSN. All right, a weekly stock guide. It's written by Ugo Dre on local and international best performing stocks to guide investors on what to buy, sell, and hold. They're offering a 30% discount to all subscribers from Business Express. Really cool. So visit ss.nairametrics.com/coupon. Again, ss.nairametrics.com/coupon and enter the promo code SMOOTHFM to get the discount. What are you waiting for? I mean, we talk about this almost.
I love that newsletter. I subscribe. It's a great newsletter. You guys should definitely.
Great. Thank you, Rotus. Let's get the conversation going on Twitter. It's at Rotan Quotes. Please tag Rotus in so we keep talking about the price of the product. Let's do this again tomorrow at 6:30. My name is Pepple. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks.
On Smooth 98.1. Brought to you by
Thank you, Rotus. Oh, yes.
Wealth through information.
I don't know what people did today. I just don't know what people did to that today. Did you see what happened?
Money, they say, makes the world go round.
Did you see it?
Information, they also say, takes you to
How
where
didn't you
the
see
money
it?
is. This is why, in today's fast, ever-changing world, you need a reliable partner who understands how to get the information to you at your fingertips. A partner who breaks down complex financial information and takes you straight to the critical details that matter most to your hustle. A partner who understands the